Imagine if the brain, a seemingly gray matter, is actually a canvas of vivid colors. Intriguing, isn't it? Welcome to the fascinating world of colored neurons. Now, let's begin a journey through the intricate labyrinth of our mind, where billions of neurons reside. These neurons, the basic units of the brain, are like the bustling citizens of a vast city, constantly communicating, creating our thoughts, our dreams, and our realities. But what if we told you that this city is not monochrome but a riot of colors? Yes, you heard right. There's a theory suggesting that neurons might not be just gray, but could exhibit a spectrum of colors from red to blue, green, and even yellow. Imagine a technicolor brain, each neuron a different hue, adding another layer to the mystery of our minds. So what if we tell you that these neurons could be red, blue, green, or even yellow? Piqued your interest? Let's explore more. Ever wondered about the significance of these colors in our brain? It's time to unravel the mystery. Let's dive into the theory behind colored neurons. Picture a rainbow of neurons, each color representing a unique function or characteristic. Fascinating, isn't it? For instance, imagine red as the color of alertness, associated with neurons that fire when we need to pay attention or react quickly. Or consider green, the color of calm, linked to neurons that help us relax and rejuvenate. This color coding, however, isn't just about assigning arbitrary colors to neurons. It's a metaphorical representation of the diverse roles that neurons play in our brain. Each neuron type is associated with specific functions, and these functions can be symbolized by different colors. Now let's talk about why this matters. The color coding of neurons can provide insights into human behavior and cognition. By understanding the color of a neuron, we can better comprehend its role in our brain. This can help us identify patterns or abnormalities, which could potentially lead to breakthroughs in treating neurological disorders. For example, if we know that blue neurons are responsible for memory, and they are not firing properly in someone's brain, it could explain why that person is struggling with memory loss. Similarly, if red neurons, those associated with alertness, are overactive, it could be a clue to why someone is experiencing anxiety or stress. But it's not just about identifying problems. Recognizing the colors of our neurons can also help us optimize our brain function. If we know how to stimulate green neurons, those associated with calm, it could help us find better ways to relax and manage stress. It's important to remember, though, that this color coding theory is a simplification. The brain is far more complex than a simple color wheel, but it's a useful starting point to understand the mind-boggling diversity and intricacies of our neural network. So, the colors in the brain aren't just for show, they carry profound meanings. Intrigued? Hold on, there's more. Like any scientific theory, the concept of colored neurons has its share of controversies. Let's delve into some of them. First, let's talk about the potential benefits. By color-coding neurons, scientists can visually differentiate between neuron types, helping us understand the brain's complex architecture. It's like mapping a city from an aerial view, with each color representing a different district. This could revolutionize our comprehension of the brain, leading to potential advancements in neuroscience and treatments for mental health conditions. For instance, if we can identify the neurons related to depression and understand their communication patterns, we might be able to develop more targeted and effective treatments. It's a tantalizing prospect, isn't it? But it's not all rainbows and sunshine. The concept of colored neurons also has its fair share of detractors. One of the main criticisms is the potential for oversimplification. The brain is an intricate web of connections, with neurons constantly communicating and influencing each other. Some argue that color coding could lead to an oversimplified view, neglecting the complexity of these interactions. Moreover, there's the question of interpretation. Colors are subjective and can be perceived differently by different individuals. What one person sees as red, another might see as orange. This subjectivity could lead to inconsistencies and inaccuracies in research findings. And then there's the ethical consideration. If we start altering the brain's natural state for scientific understanding, where do we draw the line? Could this lead to a slippery slope where we start manipulating the brain for non-therapeutic purposes? It's a Pandora's box that needs careful handling. Lastly, let's not forget the costs. Developing and implementing this technology will require significant financial investment. Is it worth it? That's a question we as a society need to answer. The world of colored neurons is as complex as it is colorful, filled with potential and controversy alike. Remember, science is a journey of discovery, and like any journey, it has its ups and downs. The path to understanding our brain is no different. Now that we've explored the theory and debate, let's take a look at how colored neurons might impact us, the everyday people. Imagine walking into a room and being able to remember every single detail. This could be a future possibility if we fully understand the role of colored neurons in our memory recall. And it's not just about memory. Our entire understanding of brain functions could undergo a seismic shift. The way we perceive reality, the way we learn, and even our cognitive abilities could be influenced by these vibrant neurons. Consider the field of mental health. If colored neurons play a crucial role in our emotional processing, we might be able to develop new, more effective treatments for conditions like depression and anxiety. Imagine a world where mental health issues are as easily treated as a common cold. Furthermore, if the color coding of neurons can be controlled or manipulated, it could lead to breakthroughs in cognitive enhancement. We could potentially improve our focus, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. However, it's important to remember that these are all possibilities. The human brain is an intricate puzzle, and while colored neurons might be a significant piece, they're not the entire picture. But every piece we find brings us closer to understanding this amazing organ. So the colors in our brain could potentially change the way we understand ourselves. Fascinating, isn't it? We've journeyed through the rainbow of our brain, but what does it all mean? In this adventure, we've untangled the color codes of our neurons and examined their potential effects on us. We've seen the pros and cons and how this theory could revolutionize our understanding of the brain. It's a new frontier, and the possibilities are as diverse as the colors we've learned about. And with that, we close our exploration of the colorful world inside our heads. Remember, the brain might be more colorful than you think.